out our panelists. If you guys want to come on out, ladies and gentlemen. Here they come. I'm going to introduce them all briefly in passing, and then they're going to talk a bit about their own work. First to my left is Jeff Merritt, who is a senior advisor to Mayor de Blasio, has been with him since his time in the Public Advocate's Office. Next to him is Erin Barnes, who's the executive director and co-founder of ioby. You're going to hear more from her later about that. And then finally, at the very end, is Robert Hammond, co-founder of Friends of the High Line, former executive director who is back temporarily as interim director. And you know, both Erin and Robert are winners of the Jane Jacobs Medal in 2012 and 2010. So with that, please, starting with you, Jeff, take a moment to introduce yourselves.
Sure. I'm a little jealous that these two are Jane Jacobs Medal winners, and I'm here the guy without a medal, but it's great to be here. As Greg said, I work with Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City. I am part of a new mayor's office of tech and innovation, and my job really is to help improve the way that New York City as a government functions, helping encourage innovation both within city government and outside of government. And so it's really about sort of challenging the way that we do business and changing government so it's not seen as this bureaucratic place that's hard to get things done, but rather something that actually fuels new ideas. And so my job is really to help sort of promote ideas that incite, and I am excited to be here. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Erin Barnes. I'm one of the co-founders of ioby. ioby's name comes from the positive opposite of NIMBY, which I think that in this crowd everybody will get. So ioby's role is really to encourage people who want to start projects to make positive change in their own communities. And we do that by assisting with their fundraising and any other resources they want to organize in that community. So we'll hear more about ioby a little bit later in our role with these projects that you'll hear from, but I'm very excited to be here.
My name is Robert Hammond, and I'm one of the co-founders of Friends of the High Line. And as just mentioned, I left a year ago and I'm now back as interim director. But one of the projects I've been working on since I left is actually a documentary on Jane Jacobs. But looking at telling the story of her life, but then also looking at what's happening now in China and India and the urbanization that's happening there through the lens of Jane Jacobs, and how so much of what happened, here in the 50s and 60s is now being repeated on an even much larger scale.
Well, great.